Tonight, we're following a crisis in the classroom investigation out of Tip City.
Yeah, parents are worried about asbestos following a recent roof leak. The district says many of the buildings were built in the 50s and 60s when asbestos insulation was common. Lydia Bice took those concerns to the superintendent. What did he have to say?
Well, community members say they wouldn't need this levy in March if funds had been handled by the district properly in the past. For example, the district almost spent $500,000 on new bleachers at the football stadium back in 2022. However, Superintendent Moran says that if the March levy passes, these funds are strictly for a new school building, which he says is much needed. A lot of parents are concerned about it, and kind of just tell us where it was found in the school and how.
Asbestos wasn't found. We've known about the asbestos in that building for many, many years. That's what the construction was made out of. The issue was a roof leak that has then got water on the asbestos that we think is on the asbestos, and we, out of abundance of caution, want to make sure there's no issues.
Now, coming up on Fox 45 at 6:30, you'll hear from community members who say that they are upset with how funds here in the district have been handled over the years. Back to you.
Lydia, thanks. We'll be keeping you up to date on air and online. You can find all of our coverage at Dayton247now.com. Just go to the crisis in the classroom heading that is in the news tab.
Well, the Montgomery County Coroner's Office is now asking for your help in identifying a man. They say that the man was found last May near the railroad trestle at Kiowee Street and Monument Avenue in Dayton. The coroner says that man has tattoos on his arms, but this one here, which you see the picture of, is the only distinguishable one. It appears to be a mask with flames on it. There is a banner above the words East Side with a backwards S on his right upper arm. If you have any information, you're asked to call the number on your screen. The matter is under investigation by Dayton police.
Springfield police have now identified 3 suspects in a shooting near a gas station last month. They say 18-year-old Jameer Burks and 19-year-old Simeon Porter and a 17-year-old boy fired handguns out of a moving vehicle. Luckily, nobody was hurt out of that. Police say it was also a case of mistaken identity. The people who were shot at were not the intended victims. Now, Burks and Porter face multiple charges, including felonious assault and weapons charges. The 17-year-old is charged with multiple counts, including attempted murder and felonious assault.
Tonight, Dayton police asking for your help to find this missing adult. 74-year-old Michael Morgan was last seen on North Main Street in Dayton on Sunday. He was seen wearing a black coat and black shoes. Now, Morgan has dementia and schizophrenia. So if you see him or have any information on his whereabouts, you're asked to call Dayton police or Miami Valley Crime Stoppers. Both those numbers are right there on your screen.
We have an update to a Dayton 24/7 Now investigation into a controversial battery burn program in Piqua. Tonight, the city says the results of all environmental testing is back and the site is free of pollutants. Now, Piqua had been allowing a company to burn lithium-ion batteries from things like electric vehicles at a
asset. And we'll be dealing with the consequences of his failures for years to come.
Now, Biden is expected to discuss his economic agenda. He's also expected to address the border crisis and the wars in Ukraine and Gaza.
Now, in that audience on Capitol Hill tonight, surrounded by lawmakers, the Cincinnati teen who possibly prevented a mass shooting at Marymount High School will be attending tonight's State of the Union address. Congressman Greg Landsman invited Boom Swallen. Chelsea Sick caught up with the teen this morning at the airport.
Boom Swallen and his grandma left for Washington, D.C. earlier this afternoon. This is the first time Boom has been to D.C. He tells me it's an honor to be able to attend tonight's State of the Union address with Congressman Greg Landsman.
You may remember a month ago, Boom Swallen told his dad and grandma another student at Marymount High School was planning a school shooting. Because he spoke up, Marymount police officers launched an investigation. Those officers say Boom may have prevented a tragedy. They arrested another Marymount student, a 14-year-old boy, and charged him with conspiracy to commit aggravated murder. Before Boom flew to D.C., he and his grandma told me what this honor means to them.
I mean, I'm nervous and excited. I don't know if I'm more nervous or
He
more
is going to
excited.
go to a reception prior to, and then to the State of the Union, and it's him alone with Greg. We do not get to attend. He is the only one that is having this honor, and so he's going to have a big night tonight.
Boom says they plan to stay in Washington, D.C. for a few extra days to get some sightseeing in. Congressman Landsman tells us that all kids deserve to feel safe at school. He says Boom is the perfect example of see something, say something. Reporting at CVG, Chelsea Sick, back to you.
March is Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. United Rehabilitation Services also celebrating today with the state and local politicians. State representatives, Mayor Jeffrey Mims, and even commissioners gathered to talk about advocacy, read to the children, and showcase the artwork of the people URS serves.
It's just about the theme of Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, and that's a world of opportunities. And so we're constantly trying to find new ways to create opportunities for our people to develop and grow and be more independent in their lives.
Today's event ran concurrently with URS's Spring Art Show. The show features a range of different forms of art, from paintings to sculptures. Some paintings were even created by putting paint on the wheels of wheelchairs, so everyone was able to create something.
Wright State University's Department of Kinesiology and Health is looking for more participants to engage in one of their courses. The Adapted Physical Activity program aims at teaching students in introduction to physical education for people with disabilities. Now, that program allows students to learn how to teach adaptive activities while providing participants a fun time regardless of their disabilities.
They're doing soccer skills, fundamental motor skills such as hopping, skipping, jumping. Some of even the older individuals with disabilities may not have those skills refined. So again, it's our goal to be able to refine or improve some of those skills so that they can participate socially.
Now, if you or someone you know is interested in participating, we've posted this story on our website, Dayton247now.com.
Nearly 8 years after the Pike County massacre, the last trial has been delayed even longer. Why the delay is happening and the latest on that case.
Also, a new local restaurant hosting its grand opening today. A look at the opening day festivities at Est.
Plus, I'm tracking some more rain making its way in. How much we're expecting, that's coming up. You're watching Dayton 24/7 now.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
Grazing cattle take in a foggy sunrise near Kirksville, Missouri, while a bald eagle sits atop a dead tree near Pensacola, Florida, no doubt considering its next meal. A viewer captured this albino squirrel eating a nut, and these are blueberry blooms, along with a bee in Alabama. Blueberries here generally come out in the middle of May and bear fruit until early July.
For more content like this, follow the National Weather Desk on Instagram.
Nearly 8 years after 8 members of the Roden and Gilly families were shot and killed in Pike County, the families of the victims will have to wait even longer for the last trial in those murders. James Pilcher was in court today in Waverly and explains why there's yet another delay.
Billy Wagner, the father in the family accused of killing 8 members of another family and was been deemed a custody dispute, was supposed to go on trial in early May for his part. Now that's been pushed back until January of next year. Wagner's defense lawyers asked for the continuance, with one of the defense team recovering from knee surgery and another on maternity leave. There's also been a delay in getting the entire 16,000-page transcript of the last trial to everyone involved. Wagner faces 8 counts of aggravated murder and several other charges in the April 2016 shooting deaths of 8 members of the Roden and Gilly families. His youngest son Jake and wife Angela already pleaded guilty to their parts in the plot. And a jury convicted oldest son George on all counts in late 2022, with Jake and Angela testifying against him.
All right, well, let's switch over to weather. Camera's getting excited to get over
Right.
here. Really wants to see this weather. So
Yeah.
what do we got here? Because it seems like things are getting a little bit warmer. We're moving in the right direction. Still got that rain and clouds, though.
Yeah, more rain on the way. It was nice to have a little bit of clearing this evening, but we got another round of rain. Pretty mild still tomorrow. Temperature-wise will be above normal, but then it gets colder. It also gets a little bit breezy, too. So we got a little bit of everything in our forecast. For right now, mainly high clouds across the area as our next weather maker moves in. Notice to our southwest, showers stretching through much of Missouri at this time. This area of low pressure is going to start to make its way northeastward, and we will see rain continuing to build in during the day tomorrow. A few showers in the morning, but it looks like by the late morning into the afternoon, scattered rain. Could have a couple of rumbles of thunder. This is tomorrow evening about 6 p.m., continuing with that rain building in. This is about 6 a.m. on Saturday. Widespread rain in the forecast, which will continue into the late morning, lingering for our southeastern counties into the afternoon, followed by colder air sliding in. Here's a look at our Saturday evening, dropping into the lower 30s, maybe even a couple of snowflakes around early into our day on Sunday. And then Sunday's looking pretty chilly with 40s and even some 30s in the forecast. I'll let you know when we warm up into the 60s again coming up.
Well, Est is now open in downtown Dayton. THU was there today for the opening. Shows us the special performance customers got.
Located inside the Dayton Arcade, Est is an amazing place to get great Italian food right here in downtown Dayton. Now, they opened up about at the end of last summer, but today was their official grand opening, and they had a special prefixed lunch menu that I want to tell you about. If you came in today for lunch, there was a salad, an option for a classic bolognese, a chicken parmesan, a chicken alfredo, and beautiful desserts, this giant cut of tiramisu, or of course the wonderful cannoli. But in addition to all of this, there was also a wonderful opera performance from the team at Dayton Opera today, and they were doing lots of great stuff. You're bringing high-level energy into this restaurant, and it just was a perfect pairing. That Italian food with that true opera, it was incredible. I spoke to some of the restaurant goers who said they truly loved this unique experience, and the opera team told me this was very fun for them. I was in awe listening to them sing. Now, of course, this restaurant is going to be open for dinner time as well for this continued opera experience, so it will be the same prefixed menu that I showed you just a moment ago. Back to you in the studio.
A story from our partners at the Dayton Business Journal. Script Coffee's first brick and mortar location is now open in the heart of Lebanon. The new North Main Street opened on Monday. The 2,000 square foot building is Lebanon's first coffee shop with a drive-through lane. So Script also has an indoor seating area and wraparound patio. There's a glass wall inside where customers can watch how the coffee is being made as well. We have all the details at Dayton247now.com. You can find the story and others like it under the Dayton Business Journal heading.
Children who have access to books are more successful in school and beyond. That's why Dayton 24/7 Now is partnering with Reading is Fundamental and our parent company Sinclair for Sinclair Cares, supporting children's literacy. You can scan the QR code there to join the virtual book drive. Just $4 can put a new book into the hands of a child.
Well, more rain on the way starting tomorrow, continuing into the day on Saturday. We're talking about an additional inch or so of rainfall on top of the soaking rain that we've had here recently. Here's a look at one particular model indicating about a half an inch, maybe some spots getting about an inch of rainfall, but I certainly think we could have some locally higher totals, especially for southeastern counties. But overall, just keep that umbrella handy over these next couple of days. Once we see that rain clear out, the winds start to pick up as colder air begins to slide in. We'll notice winds gusting by tomorrow evening, even up into 25 up to 30 miles per hour, but it stays pretty breezy into our day on Saturday. Winds gusting 25, maybe up to 30 miles per hour, but especially breezy by our Sunday time frame, where we could see some gusts maybe up to 40 miles per hour during our day on Sunday. And this is with colder air sliding in, so it's going to feel pretty chilly on our Sunday. Taking a look at these next several days, the good news is after a cold Sunday, we rebound nicely with highs back into the mid 60s on Tuesday. So I'll have a look at our 7-day coming up.
A surprise pop-up concert in Dayton tomorrow. Details on Levitt Pavilion Levitt up close, I should say, next.
You're watching Dayton 24/7 Now.
The Dayton 24/7 Now News app, brought to you by the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group.
A mystery concert will be taking place in a mystery location in Dayton tomorrow night. Alex King tells us all about Levitt Up Close.
This is such a fun concept. If you're looking to be spontaneous, this is the perfect date night, family get together, you name it. Levitt Up Close is taking place March 8th at 7 p.m. That's going to be tomorrow night. There's 3 mystery artists and 1 unique mystery location, which will be revealed soon, and obviously tons of unforgettable memories. This is what we have so far. The location, all we have is the zip code, but the location again will be released soon. There's going to be concessions sold at the site, and they say that chairs will be made available. Tickets $35, but there's very limited tickets available, so keep that in mind if you're interested. All you have to do is head to levittdayton.org. You can click on buy tickets and it'll take you to this page, and this is where you add general admission tickets, however many you want. Get them fast because they're going to be sold out very soon. Back to you guys.
Well, take a look at this beautiful day we have on the way for tomorrow with just rain all day long. We'll start out with some cloudy skies, followed by just some showers, and then eventually just a steady rain. Could see some heavier areas of rain at times. It is going to be mild, though, temperatures in the 60s, but keep that rain gear handy during the day tomorrow. It is going to be pretty soggy with temperatures that will still be about 10 degrees above our normal for this time of the year, so that'll be pretty nice. But our next 7 days does show how we have sunshine that will return, so the rain will clear out by the second half of the day on Saturday. We spring forward this weekend. It's going to be cold as well as breezy on Sunday. Temperatures only in the mid 40s, and then by next week, though, it's looking nice. Highs back into the mid to upper 60s, so feeling pretty good.
Back in the right direction.
With that sun, it's looking really nice actually most of next week. So I guess it's give and take. Got to get through these next couple of days with the soggy weather. And again, Sunday's going to be pretty cold with the wind. Wind chills will likely be in the 30s during the day.
Gotcha. Thanks for the orange memo, by the way.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Change your tie. Yeah. Right.